Goodness, oh my goodness. Guys, we truly are live. We truly are live uh in the world renowned city. And it's just almost 4:30. The sun is about to set. It's about to set, and another day is gonna go by. Another day is gonna go by. And I wonder, do we realize that our stories are being written on a day-to-day basis? I know in the moment it's something quite difficult to come to terms with or understand that, whoa, each and every passing moment is a word, is a sentence, is a paragraph in my story. It's only something you realize in hindsight, once, like when you're looking back at the past 2, 3, 4 years or whatever, you're like, okay, that period, I can see what I wrote in my story, in my journey. But when it's right now, it's so hard to realize. I think that's why the whole notion, yeah, delayed gratification it's just, as much as you understand how it works, it's a little bit difficult to put it into practice, or disobey, you know, your reptilian brain that lives in the now, just now. It's just a matter of what my friend likes to say, building a coliseum each and every day that passes by. And I think the reason why, as well, another reason is that it's not very apparent that you're building a coliseum. Like when you're building a foundation, it's boring. It's boring. If you have a look around Cape Town, wherever all of these construction sites are, you'd see at the beginning phases, there's a bunch of activity there, but there's nothing happening. Like it's boring. It looks boring. It feels boring. It sounds boring. But that's where the foundation is laid. That's the foundation of the Colosseum. It's boring. It's boring work, day in, day out. Whether it be studying, whether you're an entrepreneur and you're just, working on your product, refining it, testing. Athletes that are training on a day-to-day basis. Like nothing exciting really happens. It's just mundane, but that's the Colosseum being built. And then once the proper foundation is set, that's when you start building up now. And that's where the real excitement comes. That's when you start seeing, the walls of the Colosseum. That's when it starts shooting up and rising. That's when the gain starts to show if you're someone who goes to the gym. That's when you write your test and you're finally getting the marks that you've been, working so hard for. Or you finally launch that product, or an iteration. Yeah, I know entrepreneurship is a lot harder than what probably fifth, sixth iteration of the product, and then boom, it works. Sales are coming in, that sort of thing. But the Colosseum, you have to understand that for you to build it, it's gonna require a shit ton of boring, mundane days. Days where you just pitch and there's a lot of activity, but nothing to show for it. I mean, delayed gratification it's so weird. Like you literally work with nothing to show for it. But when you finally start seeing the results, that, dude, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It just shoots up. It just shoots up. Like, I think that's why you need to be process based as opposed to outcome based, because for so long as you're outcome based, your realm of control hardly even exists, because you're basing everything off of outcomes. And obviously, dude, I'm not saying, yeah, fuck outcomes altogether. No, outcomes are exactly what you want out of whatever the process is. But when you fixate on the outcomes, the underlying issue is that it's out of your control. And when something is out of your control, it's gonna frustrate you because you work, you put in this, you try that, you try this, and it doesn't work out. And what do? Fuck. It's not working. You push toward giving up. But if it's process based, dude, you fall in love with the process. Oh my goodness, you just day in, day out build the Colosseum. Whether you see it rising into the sky or not, you just keep showing up and you just keep pushing. Incredible stuff, isn't it? Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. I just wonder, like, how much would I be willing to output without seeing results? Is it like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? People that are actually like successful, people that build like, big multinational organizations, or even national ones, entrepreneurs, businessmen, or world-renowned athletes. Like, how much time do these people put into their craft without seeing any results whatsoever? I know it's a buttload. I know it's it's a ridiculous amount. Like whatever you're thinking, maybe multiplied by 2, and maybe just maybe you might be close to whatever it is. Yeah, yeah. I wonder because when I was 14 years old, I remember distinctly. I wanted to look big so bad, like big and muscular, so bad. Well, just because I was like a late bloomer or whatever, and I was a lot smaller than everyone else. Yeah, yeah. And so it's not a very nice feeling to be, the smallest guy in the grade or whatever. But that was the situation at hand, and I really wanted to change that. I really wanted to, start doing push-ups, build a big chest, some triceps, now biceps as well. Just look a little bit big. But I didn't want, because whenever I take YouTube, open it, start looking up, okay, how do I, become muscular, or calisthenics? I want to build a big chest, nah. And then you listen to these guys' stories and you're like, nah. What do you mean it took you, 4 years to finally achieve that physique? Dude, I want that as in yesterday. You telling me 4 years? Yikes. So I did what any other impatient teenager wanted muscles did, and that was just try a lot of BS things. I never committed to anything. I would try something out, 3 months down the line, not working out anymore. Consistency was very hard to keep. It truly was difficult to keep because I wasn't process based, I was outcome based. So when I got any muscles, you throw in the towel, man. You throw in the towel. But if you sit down, dude, you're like, you know what? Even if it's 5 years, dude, even if it's 5 years, in 5 years' time, 5 years will have passed. So there's no stopping the time. The time will pass no matter what. No matter what. That's something that we can all agree on. But The one thing that you have control over is what you do on a day-to-day basis within that 5 years. So you can literally have guaranteed results in 5 years time if you just log in, or possibly have nothing if you try to bullshit your way through it, you know. I mean, in 5 years time, 5 years will have passed. It sounds silly when I'm saying it even to myself out loud, but in some part of my brain it makes sense. It's like, whoa. Or it's a stark realization rather, like, yo, time passes irregardless of what happens. It passes. So you might as well, have something to show for it at the end once the time has elapsed. What would you like to work on? What would you like to work on? What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? And how long would it take you to achieve whatever it is? Are you process based? Are you outcome based? Those are the true questions. Oh my goodness. Those truly are the questions, guys. Those truly are the questions. Hmm. Let me end this before I. I'm sorry. Yeah.